Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers and welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us, one growing big family. Thank you for your beautiful comments and all your love. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I would like to mention, if the video is too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons on the right hand corner for most of you, or in your settings. And you can slow down the video to the speed you like. You can also turn the closed caption on, which is the CC next to the 3 little dots. If you don't know how to do it, in the link below in the description box, there's a little link that you can click on there, and I show you how to do that. It's a 2-minute video. Also, would like to mention that I do have a crochet private group. You're more than welcome to join if you have a profile. There's a lot of scamming going around in the crochet groups nowadays. You must be careful with the links bit and cut. Don't open those. They steal your identity and every information about you. Okay, so, and also thank you to the women that have been coming through to help other women in need of thread. We gratefully appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for some that are still considering, and I hope you do, please donate whatever you can. They really need thread, and they need to occupy their minds of the troubles of everyday life. So please do a good deed for them. It's not the amount, it's the gesture. So please help out. You could either give it to the super thanks right below the video. That's going directly into the YouTube account, and then they take 30% off whatever you're giving, or you can go into my PayPal account and in the description box below and donate from there. Please, also, I would like to mention, if you're watching a video, passing through, you like what you saw, please give a thumbs up. It's extremely important to have YouTube recognize the videos and circulate it in order for us to keep growing. And also, if you can share to bring more people into the channel and recognize the channel. Sharing is caring. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. I want to mention that I use a 2.75 hook. It's 100% cotton thread most of the time, my thread. And these are Portugal brands. I should have one somewhere around here. And these threads, they go by numbers. They don't go by name. Since there was a high request of ordering threads, I am taking orders for threads. So if you're interested, they're $12 a ball, and they're 100 grams. It's about 325 yards. This is coming from Europe, and it's including with shipping. But you must order at least 6 in order to cover the shipping costs, because it's literally impossible to ship out without having you guys pitch in for those 6 rolls for the thread. I earn nothing by it, okay? It's just basically a favor that I'm doing to you guys since it's such a high demand. These are 4 plies. They're a little bit thinner than Aunt Lydia number 3. And these have a shine to it. Aunt Lydia is more of a matte, which for doilies and centerpieces and things like that, I prefer to use Aunt Lydia in the white or off-white, and then mix these colors, and it's just perfect. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. And if you need to get a hold of me for either order patterns, because you can, if you see a video you like and you'd like to order that pattern, you can comment on there or through my email. Just make sure you send me the picture so I'll know what you're talking about, or through message on my Facebook group or Instagram or TikTok. All the information is below in the description box, so you have many ways of getting hold of me. Okay, so we'll start from here now. Thank you. Okay, everyone, so we are going to create another granny square today with this motif. This is perfect to make tablecloths, table runners if you want to. Blankets. It's just perfect, and it adds up perfectly when attaching them one to another. Okay, I'm going to use a 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. I have created this and have done bedspreads with this many years ago, probably over 30 years ago or so. So we're going to create that motif for anything you'd like to create with that. It's a beautiful size of granny square. So we're going to get started. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you. So the first thing you want to do is that magic circle, or 5 to 6 chain, depending upon your tension. So I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come back in and do a single, chain 2. This is my first double crochet. I'm going to create 4 groups of 4 double crochet. To have 3 and 4. Chain 2. So I'm basically starting off the little square, and again 4 double crochets, chain 2, and create your 4 more. So we'll have 4 of these groups to get the 4 corners. Chain 2, and the last 4 double crochet. I'm going to pull into my magic circle, and okay, so now we're going to do a double crochet sideways. So I'm coming in my second chain from the first one I've done and doing a double crochet sideways, so we won't have any marks in here. I'm coming back in, doing a single, 1 and 2 double crochet. We'll close it up once we come around. Coming in my first double crochet from previous row and doing 1 double crochet per stitch. So that means I'm doing the 4 double crochets on top of the double crochet from the first row. Coming into 2 chain, I'm doing 2 double crochets. This is going to be the increase for the next 2 rows also. That means row 3 and row 4 we'll be doing the increase, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet in the same space. These are our 4 corners, and then 1 on top of each stitch. So we'll have a total of 8 double crochet. I guess I was spacing out there for a bit. So 2 double crochets inside the center, 2, 4, 6. Wait a minute. Oh, I overdid one here. Supposed to have 8, not 9, so I did 3 in the same space. Not a good idea. So we have our 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, inside of the 2 chain, 7, and 8. I think I had a knot here. Don't you just love that? Okay, I'll take my knot out. So 2 inside of the 2 chain space, 2 chain, coming back in, doing 2 more double crochets. So we'll have a total of 8 double crochets on each edge of the 4th square. So we have our 3 corners. We're going to complete the 4th corner. So 1 per stitch. Remember, we started with the 2 double crochets inside of the corner, right? We're going to do 2 more and a sideways double crochet so we don't get any marks on this granny square. Coming back in, create your single 2 chain or your 3 chain as you're used to doing your double crochet. So I have my 2 already, coming on top of each stitch again and repeating the same thing. So this row we should have 12 double crochets, and the next row we should have 16 double crochets, sorry. So we had 8, now we're going to have 12, and next row 16 double crochets. So that would be row 4. Okay, so now it's just a repeat. 2 inside of the space. That's our increase, and 2 chain. After row 4 we're going to start decreasing. It will change, okay? So I'm going to continue mine and then I'll meet you at the end so we can complete this square here at the corner, okay? So I've arrived in the corner. I'm going to do my 2 double crochets and my sideway double crochet. So I'm coming in the second chain and doing my sideway double crochet again, coming inside of the same space with a single, chain 2, and then repeat your row the same way. And I have a knot here because I'm using little leftover threads for these small tutorials. No need to waste, right? And 1 per stitch. Which I have no issue with it because I usually hide it pretty well. And you should know how to hide your little knots here and there also. So on this row 4 we should have 16 double crochets. That's what your increase, of course, of the 2 double crochets here at the corners. It's going to change on row 5. So now all you have to do is 1 per stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. So I've reached the end. I'm going to do my 2 double crochets and my double crochet sideways. Now 1, 2, actually I have to go in with a single, sorry, single and 2 chain. I prefer it this way. And I'm going to do 3 double crochets now. Okay, we'll complete the other ones when we come back. I'm going to do chain 2. I'm going to skip the first 2 and I'm coming in the 3rd double crochet. And now we're decreasing those 2 at the beginning and the 2 at the end. Okay, so you can't miss out because it follows right on top of where the line is there before this last row of the increase. So we're going back to those 12 double crochets. So I've done my 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, my 2 chain coming in, and I'm doing my shell in the corners of 3 double crochet and 2 chain space, 3 more double crochet. That's why I said we'll complete the other one when we come around to it. chain 2, skip the first 2, go into the third and do your 12 double crochet. So repeat this all the way to the end, and I'll meet you at the end, remembering that you skip the first 2 and we don't do the last 2, exactly how we did here. We skip the first 2 and we don't do the last 2 chain space. If your stitch is too tight, then do a 3 chain. Chain 2 and into the corner create your shell. Three double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. And repeat the same thing. Chain 2, skip the first 2, continue your 12 double crochets and don't do the last 2. I'll meet you at the end. I'm reaching the end, so I'm going to do my 2 chain, create my 3 double crochet for the corner, and my sideways double crochet. Coming in, creating my 3 double crochets again, so single, 2 chain, one, 2. If 2 isn't enough for you, then you can do a 3 chain, single, 1, 2, skip the first 2, go into the third. If you need to do a 3 chain, then go ahead. So skipping the first 2, we're decreasing, and we're not doing the last 2, so we're doing 1 double crochet per stitch, okay, 1, 2, come into your 1 chain with a single, 1, 2, and create your corner with the shell of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. One, 2 chain. Like I said, if you need to do 3 chain, then go ahead. On the other pattern that I created, I have a 3 chain on there, but I'm doing 2 on this one. And continue and proceed the same way. So basically, we're decreasing the double crochets to the beginning as we started, with the same amount of double crochets. So we started with 4, went to 8, 12, and 16. So again, 12, and then your 8, and then it goes down, right? Chain 2, single in your 2 chain stitch, chain 2, and create your shell. So it's just a repeat now. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm reaching the end. Did my 2 chain, coming in, doing my 3 double crochet, double crochet sideways. I really want to grab really in that the second chain that I went up, because then it won't leave as much opening. Again, coming back in, single 2 chain, create my 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3 chain this time, coming in with a single, 1, 2, 3 chain, coming in the next loop, single, 1, 2, 3 chain, and skipping the first 2 and creating my double crochet, 2, 3, and 4. So basically we've returned to the beginning. Here we have 1 space, 2 little loops, and then 3 little loops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one with a single, 1, 2, 3, and create your shell. One, 2, 3 into the first 2 chain, 1, 2, 3 chain into the second, 1, 2, 3, and create your 4 double crochets. So it's just a repeat now. I'm going to continue mine, and then I'll show you how we attach it on, okay? For that reason, that's why I use a different color so you can see. Say you already have one made. Of course, the end of mine would be here, so I'm going to leave at least one. You can do it at the beginning or you can do it at the end. So I've done my second, this is my so this would be the first square, but we have to complete it when we come around, second, third, and that's the fourth, right? But okay, so I've done my 1 chain. I'm going to come in where I have my chain on the other pattern. Now, you could either go over that way, or you can just put your hook right through it this way and do 1 chain. Okay, come in, create your 3 double crochets. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm coming in the first loop, so I'm going to come in. So you can either go over this way or bring your thread in. It does make a difference. You're probably saying, but what's it does make a difference. Instead of your thread being over on the other side, it will be over on this side. So I've closed in. I'm going to do another chain, and I'm coming in the next loop. 1 chain again. I'm grabbing the other loop, bringing my thread, but you can do it the other way also. 1 chain, coming in the next loop, single, 1 chain, and into the next loop on the other pattern. Closed in, 1 chain, and now I'm going to do my 4 double crochets. Now you could either just do the 4 double crochets, or you can come in and have it attached to the double crochet. It's really up to you how. Of course, it's going to make a difference on the coloring here because I'm using 2 different colors, right? But you can go straight through it or do it this way. I'm going to go right through it and do my 4 double crochets. So I've done my 4 double crochets. I've done my 1 chain. I'm going to come in the next loop, close it in with slip stitch, and 1 more chain. Coming in my next loop, 1 chain into the next one, slip stitch and 1 chain into the next one, 1 chain into my last loop on the pattern on the other square, and then come in and do my 3 double crochets, 1 chain, slip stitch and 1 chain, and continue to do your 3 other double crochets for the shell, and then proceed 1, 2, 3, and continue 1, 2, 3, single, 1, 2, 3, skip the first 2 and do your 4 double crochets. Three chain into the next one, 1, 2, 3, into the next one, 1, 2, 3, maybe, and do your 3 double crochets to complete your last square with 2 chain into the second chain that I did on the first single and 2 chain, and that's pretty much created your motif. Now I know that maybe it doesn't look, I wanted to show it because I want you guys to see it well, but obviously when you have them in the same color or even different color, doesn't matter, because I had done it in different colors, this bedspread. Of course you won't see as much the stitch because it's the same color, right? And it stays nice triangle. Now I had mixed on my comforter blanket, I had mixed colors, and I also have it like this, and that gives you an idea of the 3D flower if you wanted to incorporate into the granny square, which I'll eventually do the tutorial on this one too. Okay, so it pretty much matches up with this one, but anyway, this does it for this tutorial. The base of this was to show you how to create this granny square, and I think it looks pretty lovely. And like I said, you can do it the other way just by doing 1 chain single, 1 chain, and come back in. Okay, which we can do that, right? So I've taken it down to show you the other way. So 1 chain, I'm going back to back, usually the normal way as we add any granny. 1 chain, come back in, create your 3 double crochets. So you have the option one way or the other. 1 chain, coming in the next loop, single, 1 chain. It's always much faster this way, isn't it? Single, 1 chain, next loop, single, 1 chain into the front, 1 chain into the back, 1 chain, and create the 4 double crochets. This is like the common attachment that we usually do on the granny square. I showed you the other way because it does make a difference, and you might like that. And it's always good to have a choice between the way you want to do it. So one chain, went in the back with a single, one chain again. Most people know this common way, but there's always new people coming to the channel, and a lot of them don't know how to do a granny square, or especially with, you know, designs like this. So it's a way of learning. So I'm coming in, doing my 3 double crochet, 1 chain into my corner, 1 chain, coming back in, create my 3 double crochet, and then continue from there on. 3 chain into the next loop, 3 chain single into the next loop, 3 chain, and then your 4 double crochets. Three chain and single, 3 chain, single, 3 chain, and your last 3 double crochets. 2 chain and come and close in the last one. Okay, so as you can see, it does make a difference. So it's up to you. You can do the other way or this way. And there you have it, the granny square with beautiful motif. And like I said, I have created these ones, and bring this a little bit more higher. And this one too, which you can see it's all bent, it's old, it's some of the patterns that I've created many years ago and I put away in case one day I need to come back and redo it. And then, you know, then you can grab another one like that and put it here. So it gives you a whole different, you know, style. Okay, so this does it for this tutorial, people. Eventually I'll do a tutorial on this one with different colors so you can see it better. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you much hugs to every single one of you. Okay, until next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Oh, let me just tell you the measurement of this granny, because I know a lot of you always want measurements. I think it's 16, not sure. 14. I was close. I thought it was 16. So it's 14 centimeters. Okay. Bye, everyone.